What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Hoops with Us podcast. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest. He is a very recent South Carolina commit, Jacobi Wright. Jacobi, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear. So, Jacobi, before we get started about talking about your commitment to South Carolina, let's just talk about the quarantine a little bit. I know stuff has finally started to open back up. Guys are starting to get back into gyms. Before all this, what have you been doing to stay on top of your game and stay in shape?
So I usually wake up and do some exercises in the morning just to kind of warm my body up. I may go run a mile or two, do some jump ropes, just some things early in the morning. And then around noon, I go to the gym with one of my trainers and usually get some work in around that time. And then maybe I go back later and get some shots up on the gun. So I usually try to do at least 2 workouts a day, three on a good day, but 2 definitely just to stay in shape. And that's when everything's closed, but I still had a good amount of gym access. So
For sure, man, for sure. So you very recently committed to South Carolina. Tell us how the recruitment process went for you and how you knew that South Carolina was the place you wanted to play college basketball.
the recruiting process for me was a little different. I feel like I recently started picking up a lot more offers and interest and such like that. My parents definitely helped me a lot with the process. They gave me a lot of great advice. I feel like my parents and my coaches at my high school and also my AAU coaches. So I had a lot of support and help throughout the whole thing. South Carolina was the best fit for me. I feel like all around, just with a chance to develop my game, great coaching staff, great players to help me and push me to get better, and just somewhere where I feel like I can really show the world what I can do.
Absolutely, man. How do you think that your game will translate into South Carolina's system?
I think my game fits perfectly just because I can facilitate. I can shoot off the dribble, which Coach Frank says he expects out of his guards, being able to shoot off the dribble. And I also take pride in defense. And I know South Carolina is big on playing defense, so I feel like I fit right in.
Absolutely. So tell us about the relationship that you have built with Coach Frank Martin and the whole South Carolina coaching staff throughout the recruitment process.
So the first coach that contacted me was Coach Bruce Shingler, one of the assistants, and we built a relationship ever since he started texting me last summer. And Coach Martin came in right after that, and we just kind of built a relationship. I went on some visits. He met my family, and that was a big part of my recruitment as well, just having a big relationship with my father and my mother. And I went to a game as well, but we just kept talking. And over quarantine, he pushed out the scholarship, and that's why I decided to go.
Absolutely, man. So how does it feel to be when you go finally get on campus at South Carolina? How does it feel to have your family so close by and have them be able to come to all your games?
It's big. My parents, they don't miss a lot of games. They love watching me play. So just with Carolina being really close to where I'm from, it's big for me to have just that extra support from my family.
Absolutely, man, for sure. So you attend Legacy Charter High School. Tell us about how this past season went for you guys. Tell us about how you improved as a player individually as well.
My past season, it's Legacy Early College now. It's a new name. It was a great season for me and my team. We had a little bumpy year, some good and some bad, but I feel like I developed my game incredibly, and I played against a lot of competition nationally, and I got coached hard, and I feel like that's what I needed to take another step in my game. So I feel like this year was so big for me, and I expect to have a big year next year as well.
For sure, man. What are some parts of your game that you're trying to work on right now before the start of next season?
Just continue working on my leadership, being vocal. As a point guard, you got to be able to lead the team. So I'm just continuously working on that. Continue working on passing, defense as well, working on my body. My body is huge going into college because, guys are a lot stronger and bigger and they are more athletic. So I have to keep working on that so I can be ready for that once I go to the next level.
For sure. So, Jacobi, I know a lot of guys, they like to study NBA guys, watch a lot of film on them. Who are some guys that you like to watch and maybe you could say mold your game after?
The 2 main guys I watched, 2 point guards, Trae Young and Ja Morant. I watch Trae Young just because I feel like we have similar body type. We're not the most athletic guys, but when it comes to skill, I really like to watch him and just to see how he makes plays, gets in the lane, just his IQ and his ability to shoot, of course. So that's big when I'm watching him and dribbling. And then Ja Morant is a player where we're really different. So that's a player that I like to take things from. He's
Still there? You still there? It broke up a little bit. I'm sorry, man.
there it is. There it is.
So what were you saying about Ja Morant? I'm sorry.
Okay. I take things from Ja Morant just because he's a little different than me. So that's a player I can take something from that I'm not really similar to. Like, he's athletic, very athletic, and he's crafty in the paint. Not saying I'm not, but he has some features that I could put into my game that I may not necessarily have now.
Absolutely. So Jacobi, let's break down your game a little bit more, man. 6'2" point guard, very shifty. You're great in the pick and roll game. You know how to get defenders on your hip. You can either get right to the rim, or you're very good at attracting defenders and getting your guys involved as well, whether it's a dish down to the big or a kick out. Question I have for you, man, is what is one part of your game that you would say goes unnoticed that a lot of people don't realize or talk about?
The one part of my game I would say that goes unnoticed is my mid-range game. That's just something that maybe kind of fades away in today's game. You know, it's a part that just that third level of scoring that may go unnoticed that is actually really useful in my game because I can't get to the rim and I can shoot threes. So having that kind of keeps the defenders on their heels and allows me to keep the defender guessing on what I'm going to do.
Absolutely. All right, Jacobi, the last question that I have for you today, man, is what are some goals that you want to achieve in your senior season at Legacy Early College?
Some goals for me, well, for my team, we want to make it to the Nationals, the Geico Nationals, Dix Nationals, and just win as many games as possible, have an amazing year, and be the best team that Legacy Early College has ever had. And personally, I just want to keep improving, make sure I'm ready for the next level. You know, this is my last year before college, and maybe just get some more recognition and rankings. But I'm more focused on my team and getting wins.
Absolutely, man. Well, Jacobi, I can't thank you enough for joining me on the show, man. Very happy for you on your commitment to South Carolina. Looking forward to watching you in your senior season at Legacy Early College, and very much looking forward to you in your freshman season at South Carolina, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Stay safe. I'll be in touch.
Will do. Thank you.